Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about a Islamic video based on a topic that I really want to talk about for the longest. Ever since I started my YouTube channel, and before I even thought about thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I've always wanted to talk about this topic for the longest. I was like, if I ever start a YouTube channel, this would be probably one of my topics that I would love to talk about. Today's Islamic topic would be about testing and how Allah tests us and his servants. Um, I was born and raised in Islam, in an Islam household, I should say, in Islam. I was born in the States, raised in the States. I mean, said this plenty of times. But growing up, I've had so many tests and trials. I didn't know what it was. And I didn't know why and what it was about. Why am I getting tested? What is it about? But then once I started getting older, I started questioning my religion and so on and so forth. So I'm like, subhanAllah, Allah is testing us. Is testing me specifically. Allah will test you with things that you wouldn't even think about. Allah will test you with so many things. In my opinion, I think I'm being tested with my patience the most and how I react to what he's giving and throwing at me. Right now, you could be tested for so many things that you're not even, thinking about. I don't know, parents get tested with their kids. Kids get tested with their parents. Parents get tested in their jobs. With their own parents, your parents could get tested with their grandparents, your grandparents. Allah will test the married couple. Allah will test you individually. Your husband, I'm not your husband. Allah will test the husband and the wife together. In my opinion, I think, or what I've read really and saw videos about, is the biggest test and trial that Allah gives to a married couple is not being able to conceive, not being able to get pregnant, not being able to have a child of your own. And that is Allah's biggest test for a married couple. And see how my servants react to their situation if I give them this type of test. Everybody's package is different. Never compare your life to somebody else. Never be jealous of someone because they have something better than you. Because you don't know what Allah has in the future. Allah will test you with the food on your table, the food you put in your mouth, the money you have in your pocket, the car you drive, the employees you work with, the customers that you have at your job, for example. Allah will test you with your health. Allah will test you with your eyes, your ears, your tongue, your mouth, your arms, your legs, everything. Allah will test you with things that you wouldn't even think about. I don't know, Allah will test you if you had a car accident, or if you were, let's say, God protect us, but let's say you got into you got bad news. Your mother passed away from cancer or from a heart attack or whatever it could be. Allah took her soul away from you, took her away from you. Literally, 2 weeks later, even exactly a month later, you lose another family member in your family. You lose your brother. That is your test. Know that is your test. Allah is testing you. Or think of a mother losing her child back to back. She loses her one child in April. Comes to June. Next thing you know, she loses her other child. That is her test. And may Allah never give a mother a test like that. Losing your child is something that nobody can handle. It's not as easy as it looks. Nobody said it was easy, but it's really hard. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my background and like my personal story. Like, in February, me and my husband went to the doctors to see if I could conceive. I'm a happily newlywed, and you know, Allah said no. Like, she can't. Well, the doctor said no, but Allah, it's whatever Allah writes. It's in your qadar. 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 Some people say qadar. Qadar. So, I couldn't conceive, or I found out I couldn't get pregnant for my own health benefits. Boy, was I devastated. It wasn't easy for me to handle, but with time, I swear, only time can heal certain things, and just patience. And then 1 month later, I got bammed in the face with another thing. So I'm like, Allah, like, really? Like, I started questioning my religion. I started questioning Allah. Like, is this person, like, do I really believe in Allah? Like, one after another. And then I said, like, Sabah, what are you saying? Alhamdulillah, Count your blessings, not your complaints, people. Because, listen, there are thousands of people worse out there than what you might be going through. I don't know, people could get tested. Never be upset about something that you don't have. Never be upset or sad or angry or mad about something you have no control over. Like, I don't have control over my child, like, not being able to get pregnant. That's something that Allah wrote for me. Like, I can't help that, Subhanallah, but I'm blessed, I got eyes that see, legs that work, arms that work, like, I've had multiple tests. Like, you might be tested with your in-laws. Your in-laws might be tested with you. Your brothers, your sisters. They might not get the same package as you, sweetheart. They might not get the same child. They might not even get as many tests and trials in their lifetime as much as you probably did in your 20 years of life. And being raised in America, born in the States, but raised in a Turkish culture, taught me much more, made me look out from a different window, because there are less people out there in this world that are less fortunate than you. If you have food on your table every night, if you are able to have somewhat of money in your pocket, if you have money in your pocket, if you have other things that you need to live your daily life, you are more than blessed, people. More than blessed. Maybe the test that you're going through, and a trial that you're going through, Allah is testing your patience. Maybe He has something better for you in the future, for the future, whatever. And like, I don't know, like, for me, I personally, I'm a firm believer in, like, qadar. Big believer in qadar. Like how me and my husband met. I will do a whole separate video on that. But I also believe in signs and signals and symbols. I believe in everything like that. Like, alhamdulillah. And I asked an imam this because, you know how I said in the beginning of the video, like, how God could give you test after test after test after test? And I said, like, when I got thrown something at me, when I found out that I, couldn't conceive, but then found out that something else happened literally a month later for me, I'm, like, really, like, I started questioning my religion, like I said. And then I asked the imam that I work with, and I said, can Allah give you tests after? He said, yes. But I also know that Allah gives His favorite servants the tests the most. Like, if Allah really loves you, He will give you a test. That's just the way I look at it, and I really believe in that. And I wouldn't change my life for anything. Like, I don't know, like, there's a lot more worse things. I don't know why I got emotional about this, but, like, this world is a test, people. Everything that we do is a test. Everything. Like, I don't know, you're here today, gone tomorrow. Like, I mean, I speak badly too. Like, I'm not saying I'm the most perfect Islamic person out there, because I don't think there is. But respect, love, teach, learn from people. They don't just come into your life. They have a purpose. They have a reason why they're in your life. I'm actually going to read this quote that I saw on my Pinterest. Let me see if I can pull it up and find it on my phone. Like, I worked in a place where I work with people, obviously, but, like, you don't just meet random people, or certain people just don't come into your life for a reason. I don't know if you can see that, but with the glare, hold on. It says, we don't meet people by accident. They are meant to cross our path for a reason. I'm a big, big believer in this. Like, the people you meet, the people that come into your life, anything. I don't know, I just live by that quote. Like, you don't just meet people by mistake or by accident. They're there to teach you some type of a lesson. Do you ever wonder, you're in a grocery store or you're in a line, and a random person you've never saw in your whole entire life, or a random person that you don't know, comes up to you and says, you're gonna get good news. Don't you think that that's a sign of something? Because I know I would believe in that. I mean, it's not about fortune telling and stuff, don't get me wrong. But that random person just told you you're going to have a good week or you're going to get bad news. Like, that would freak me out if I had ever saw somebody at the grocery store, at a gas station, wherever, a person that I've never saw in my whole entire life, and gave me that type of, like, advice, like, oh, you're going to meet somebody, or you're going to have a bad week, or you're going to get bad news, or whatever. That's, like, a hell kind of situation. But, I don't know. That's where, like, my signs and signals come in. That's where I'm like, maybe Allah sent this person for a reason to me at that very moment. I hope you guys learned something. Please leave a comment down below if you have any. I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye, guys. Remember, peace comes first.